Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, so the first part of the message today is about the evolution of consciousness. We start out with the child of crystals, which they call the learner, along with the Five of Cups, which is disappointment. The thing that really catches my eye in this learner card, this child of crystals, is this child right here who is clinging to her doll, and you see that she's in the shadows. And so this is about reclaiming that inner child within ourselves, that traumatized inner child who was taught was unacceptable or who was taught is unsafe. And over again, the disappointments we experience in life, every time, for example, we get told, tell the truth. And then we tell the truth, and then we get punished for telling the truth. And what gets reinforced is conform. And there's not an honest fucking thing about conformity. So that's one example. Or we can be traumatized in numerous different ways as children. And so again, there's some sort of a connection made between the disappointments in life and how it reinforces that inner child hiding in the shadows. What I love is that we've got this child of crystals who is the learner, and then we've got the sage of crystals, which is the knower. And so there's something about with these disappointments and how it's evolving our consciousness, how even when we're disappointed in life, when things don't work out, even when we're grieving things, life does move on. Life does go on. And what really caught my eye in this card was the snowflake and the transience of life in itself, how quickly the time actually moves once you get to a certain perspective. And then recognizing that daily, sometimes even hourly, a former version of ourself melts away and a new dimension is born within us or around us. And so again, this speaks to the evolutionary nature of our consciousness and how I think there's a reclamation happening now, despite the disappointments in life, that somehow we still find this way to continue to hope, to continue to dream, to continue to manifest, to continue on. So then we move over to, we've got this Sage of Worlds and the Seven of Wands. We've got the Master and we've got Courage. In this Sage of Worlds, normally this would be like the Knight of Pentacles, but I really like the take that this deck has on this card because it is more about honoring your self-worth and it's valuing the time that we have. And I love that all of this is so evolutionary. It's learning to recognize that everything in due time, that there is a divine timing to it all, there is a synchronicity to it all, that there are cycles to life. I love that autumn is personified here, and here we're moving right into fall. And different things really catch my eye. One is this clock up here, but if you look closely, it doesn't feel like it's just a regular clock. It's got like the sun, and then it's got around that the moon, and so it really speaks to our divine timing. You see that she's making her basket, and in that weaving, she's not trying to rush anything. She understands that the quality of time that she puts into that is the quality of what she ends up with. And so it speaks to investing in those things that you want most to cultivate, really putting in that quality time so that you have a quality product at the end, even if that quality is working on yourself. It seems like there was something else. And then these hats over here really drew my eye. And it does feel like, with that wheel of time, we've got this wheel here. We are often called to wear different hats given different circumstances. And so with this disappointment card, as children, we might hide in the shadows in our disappointments, but as we grow older, sometimes in the face of disappointment, we're called to wear a new hat because we are the ones who are creating the solutions. And so again, this is a very evolutionary reading and speaking to that. Then I love that then we find courage. As we learn to be patient, as we allow divine timing to guide us through our endeavors, as we invest ourselves in what is most important to us, we find the courage, and there's something about the patience knowing when to act. It's not that we're just patient and just waiting for everything to happen for us, although sometimes there is wisdom in just being patient and letting things happen, but also knowing that there is a time to act. It's this warrior that really grabbed me with their big stick here. It's knowing that through patience, you know when it's time to act because you're silent and you're a listener. And so we've got the learner, the knower, and even though it's the master, I feel like we've got the listener. So then we have the strength card, the chariot card, and the hermit. And this hermit goes right back to that self-reflection on that inner child right here. Again, she's holding her little baby doll, afraid to look into the light almost, but also afraid of the shadows. And so again, we've got that courage over here. And then with this hermit, again, it's like a deeper look within, looking to the light of your own conscious. And there's something about that speaks to the patience that was already, shown in the other cards. With that patience to look within, and you don't just look once. And with that hermit card, it can indicate, needing times of solitude where you just kind of shut out the outside world and you really just listen. And sometimes you're not just listening to what's within. I love that the hermit often is shown with the lantern. There's another deck that shows her sitting in front of a fire. And it's listening to the elements. It's listening to, light. The illumination is information. This just came up in a reading before. Dark has been personified as being evil, but really, dark is the feminine. Dark is the realm of all potentialities and all possibilities. It's the great womb, Light is information, and there is such a thing as false information. And so there can be evil found in the light, just like there can be evil found in the shadows. But truly, there's the yin and yang to each of us in our perspectives. And I guess I'll go on with that. If you come to the threshold of a dark room, it doesn't mean that the room is evil. It just means that you don't have any information. If you step in, you don't know if there's a floor, or maybe there's stairs. If you light a candle, you have information. If you illuminate the room, you have lots of information. And so truly, it's about illuminating what's in the shadows over here. And so this hermit card, again, there's just a lot of wisdom that wants to be conveyed. Also, I feel like there's something because we are just about to move into, or maybe we did, I don't know if the sun is in Virgo today or not. I think the sun just moved into Virgo. So there is something that speaks to the season that we find ourselves in. We just had a lot of rambunctious energy in the skies, and down here on earth as well, there's been a lot of rambunctious energy. So it feels like maybe we're all being asked to withdraw within to ourselves, isolate just a little bit, and really look for that light and that magic within. And then we've got the chariot card and the strength card, and it really does feel that way. At finding the strength, we've also, again, I keep wanting to come back to this courage card. We've got strength and courage, and with this chariot card, it's about moving forward towards what truly represents your destiny, what truly calls to your heart and your soul and your spirit. What is that soul's voice calling you towards? What feels like purpose? What is meaningful for you? And sometimes, again, going within, oh, I've got that card. I'm looking for this one. Going within and finding that inner strength to truly embrace this chariot card, to truly embrace your sovereignty, to truly see the path that's illuminated before you and have the courage to put your foot down on it and take a step, and then to take another step, and then take another step. And but that's the path to the new world. That's the path to your true destiny, to living your sovereign, authentic, vibrational frequency life, all of that. All right, that's all I have for today. Peace and love until next time.